This is 4 News Now at 6.
Those are cheers from the People's March this morning in Spokane's Riverfront Park. Thanks for joining us here tonight for 4 News Now at 6. I'm Jordan Smith. Today, hundreds of people gathered in Spokane to show their support for several causes. Speakers at the event spoke about women's reproductive rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and the importance of unity amongst all people. Some of the speakers included NAAC President Lisa Gardner, City Council member Paul Dillon, and YWCA CEO Janet Hawk.
I am here because the women before me made it possible for me to be here, and I want to continue that movement and make it possible for all the women after me.
And today's rally was just one of many across the U.S. taking place just days before President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. That second inauguration is undergoing some last-minute changes, though. The ceremony is being moved inside amid some frigid temperatures set to hit the nation's capital. Monday's forecasted high in Washington is 23 degrees with a wind chill of about 7 degrees. Here's ABC's Mary Alice Parks with the details.
Donald Trump returning to Washington this weekend as he prepares for his second inauguration. The president-elect announcing he's moving Monday's inauguration events indoors, citing an Arctic blast sweeping the country. "I don't want to see people hurt or injured in any way," Trump writing on Truth Social. "Therefore, I've ordered the inauguration address, in addition to prayers and other speeches, to be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda." Workers now busy building a new indoor stage. The massive outdoor platform was capable of holding more than 1,000 people, but the rotunda will only be able to hold several hundred guests. The Joint Congressional Inaugural Committee acknowledging the vast majority of ticketed guests will not be able to attend the ceremonies in person in the new location. Among those who will be allowed in, people with tickets for the presidential platform and members of Congress.
I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear.
The last indoor inauguration was 40 years ago in 1985. The temperature was just 7 degrees as Ronald Reagan was sworn in for his second term. There will also no longer be an inaugural parade on Monday down Pennsylvania Avenue. Instead, after his swearing in, the president will travel to the nearby Capital One Arena and hold a celebration event. As he was preparing to depart Palm Beach for Washington, the president-elect spoke with ABC's Rachel Scott on the phone about a number of topics, including his inaugural address, and said the themes will be unity, strength, and fairness. Amid the preparation for Monday's inaugural events, protesters took to the streets in the nation's capital.
Well, I'm here to protest the Trump administration. We still get a say as to what's going on in this country, and this is the day to do that.
The People's March took place Saturday, a rebranding of the 2017 Women's March, a progressive movement aiming to bring attention to issues around LGBTQ and reproductive rights, as well as environmental protection.
We need to promote equality for all, and we're not there yet, and we need to get there.
Mary Alice Parks, ABC News, Washington.
You can watch the event starting right here at 7:30 a.m. Monday morning on 4 News Now, running until 2 in the afternoon. And it's not just the East Coast gearing up for frigid temperatures in the days to come. We're already feeling some pretty cold weather here in the inland Northwest the past couple of days. Allison Martinez is in for Matt Gray tonight. Allison, we've got a really chilly weekend on our hands.
That's right. We'll struggle to get above freezing even during the warmest parts of our day for the next couple of days. That Arctic blast, as you just heard, really causing some cold, freezing temperatures all around the country. Here in the inland Northwest, we're seeing temperatures in the teens and even some of us in the single digits for our overnight lows. Some areas elsewhere seeing temperatures in the negative teens with wind chill there. But here we're pretty dry through the weekend, just a little bit chillier. Now we're taking a look at our live conditions over Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. It's at this point looking like a mostly clear night. 24 degrees right now in Spokane and 23 degrees over in Coeur d'Alene. Around the rest of the inland Northwest, we're looking at 19 degrees at Lookout Pass, 26 degrees in St. Mary's and Pullman. Over in Ritzville, 29 and 31 degrees in Moses Lake. 4 things to know about your weather for this Saturday. We will see patchy fog overnight, especially up north right now is where we're seeing a lot of this. So if you happen to be out on the road driving, something to be mindful of. Now we'll have afternoon sunshine tomorrow. It will be very similar to what we saw today, so a little bit more of a cloudy, overcast start to the day, and then we'll see some gradual clearing in the afternoon. We have a colder end to the weekend. It's been chilly already, but we're going to keep cooling down over the next couple of days, and we'll also stay dry as we approach the beginning of next week. This is how your day tomorrow is going to shape up. So we've talked about those increasing clouds in the morning, starting to clear little by little. 20 degrees is what we're expecting for the start of the day. By midday, we'll be at 27. We're going to struggle to get to 30 degrees, but we could hit that in the afternoon, and then cooling down to 26. Coming up here in a few minutes, we'll tell you about the coolest temperatures, which are still yet to come.
All right, Allison, thank you for that. And those cold temperatures mean it's time to start thinking about your pipes at home and what you can do to prevent them from freezing and potentially bursting. Luckily, there are some pretty easy steps that you can take to do just that. Madeline Mullins has more on how you can keep your home safe this winter and some tips on how to save some money along the way.
When the temperatures start to drop, plumbers know they are about to get calls from customers with frozen or burst pipes.
There were several weeks last year, one week in particular, that we did not stop rolling trucks out to try to help the community.
But there are things you can do to avoid having to call the plumber in the first place. One of the best things you can do to keep your pipes from freezing is by having water moving through them. And you can do that by leaving your faucet on.
Water in motion does not freeze.
No matter the temperature inside your home, Aaron Paul from Cole's Plumbing says it's important to leave some faucets on, and if you are leaving town and decide to shut your water off, turning your heat on and having someone come by to check on your house periodically is a good idea.
Have somebody come in and just swing by the house real quick, walk through and make sure there's no active leaks.
An active leak can mean your pipe froze and burst, which could cause damage to your home. Another way to check if you have leaks is with sensors you can set up throughout your home. Flume is one of those devices, and the city of Spokane has partnered with them to offer discounted rates. And while heating your home throughout the winter months to keep you and your pipes warm can be expensive, there are programs like SNAP that can help keep your energy bill low.
Whether it is emergency energy assistance, whether it is a discount that can save you every month on your energy bill, or our weatherization and essential home repairs that can actually do a long-term fix.
Fixes like repairs to a burst pipe. If that happens and they do freeze, the best thing to do is to put heat on it with a hairdryer or a space heater and slowly help it thaw. And if it bursts, call a plumber. They are ready to help you this winter. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Some really good information there. And popular bus routes in Spokane County are going to see some changes starting on Sunday. According to Spokane Transit Authority, these changes will impact the City Line, Cheney, and Division routes, and many more. Changes include schedule adjustments and added detours for inclement weather. You can find the full list of changes and see if they'll affect your commute on our website, kxly.com. Well, coming up here after the break, we'll let you know which closures you can expect on this 3-day weekend and what Spokane is doing to commemorate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Plus, TikTok in its final days. Tomorrow, the app will be unavailable for more than 170 million Americans.
It may feel cold now, but we're dipping down even cooler over the next couple of days. I'll let you know what temperatures to expect where you live coming up.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Donald Trump, Inauguration Day. David Muir reporting live, Monday on ABC.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
I hope in 20 years the excitement is still the same. When they come around that corner and they see Circle Raven, they see the front of the pro shop, they see the golf carts out there, they know they've arrived.
It's just really something special, and there's a great sense of pride as far as who we represent. This is indicative of who we are as Cortland tribal people.
Eagles fly over here all the time. And every once in a while they bless us. They look down, you know, give me a little flutter. Hey, you know.
I've said from day one, this golf course is a Mona Lisa. It's just like Gene Bates just looked at this property, and I don't know what he saw in it, but he did it. He's Da Vinci. Exactly.
You may play Circling Raven, but your heart stays here.
When I drive in that parking lot at the clubhouse, I just get a sense of, feels like coming home, really.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
It's the region's largest boat show. 10 days of boats, unbeatable deals, and nonstop fun. Explore the region's largest showroom. Unbeatable pricing. Discover better boats, the largest selection of inventory, and the biggest savings, all under one roof. See the latest models from top brands like Cobalt, Malibu, Axis, Regal, Barletta, Cruisers Yachts, Harris, and Chris Craft. Plus an incredible selection of pre-owned boats. The Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo, January 30th through February 8th. A 10-day event you don't want to miss.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
Welcome back. On Monday, there are several events happening here in Spokane that will honor the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And that includes the yearly Unity Rally and March in downtown. The rally starts at 10 a.m. at the Spokane Convention Center before the march weaves through a few blocks of downtown at 10:45. And then it's followed by a resource fair through 1:30. Also on Monday, City Hall and libraries will be closed. You won't need to pay for street parking meters, and garbage pickup will continue as normal. But if you are going outside during the holiday weekend, you definitely want to bring that jacket, Allison.
Oh, for sure. And gloves and a scarf and a hat.
The whole works.
Yes. We'll see the coldest temperatures that we've seen so far this season. It's not a crazy drop off, but it's enough of a difference that it will feel a little bit shocking out there. Tonight we're cooling down to 20 degrees for our overnight low. We'll have patchy fog and calm winds, and that fog will really continue until early tomorrow morning. So I said earlier, just something to be mindful of if you're traveling at all tonight or tomorrow. We have a high of 32 degrees tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies, particularly in the afternoon. The first part of the day, you'll see kind of what we saw today. So overcast skies, cloudy, and we'll have light winds tomorrow. Now around the region, we'll be right around freezing. 32 in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene tomorrow. 29 degrees in Kellogg, 39 in Lewiston, 32 degrees in Ritzville, and 34 degrees over in Moses Lake. Now, here we're breaking down the next 2 days, and you can see here we're starting today right at around 6 p.m. and we have some clouds scattered throughout, but for the most part we have a lot of clearing. We're looking dry here, but over the next couple of days and hours we'll see some snow return to the Idaho Panhandle Mountains. We saw this really start around Thursday night, and it's going to continue. So we have some advisories in place just going right up to the Idaho-Montana state border because driving out there could be challenging with the snow that we're expecting in those areas. But everywhere else we have a pretty quiet week on the precipitation front. Here Sunday night to Monday morning rather. That's when we'll have the coldest temperatures of not only the weekend but the season. So we'll be at 18 degrees in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 17 in Kellogg and St. Mary's. Our warmest temperatures by far, Lewiston 27 degrees. Some areas could even see temperatures in the single digits. So Kalispell, Winthrop, potentially, that's where things could get even cooler here over the next couple of days. This year's your planning forecast, and you can see we are expecting a little bit of sunshine to peek through those clouds over the next couple of days, which will help to make things a little bit more comfortable if you're out and about. But I would say Sunday to Monday for the end of MLK Day weekend, it's your best bet to just stay inside and stay bundled up. 32 degrees is our high for Sunday. Then we'll cool down quite a bit here, 25 degrees for Monday, and 11 is what what we could see in a lot of our areas as we start off the day. 29 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday 30 degrees, and midweek here is when we'll start to see things slowly but surely warm up, but not by all that much. 32 degrees for Thursday and Friday, and 31 for Saturday. Now, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I will say at this point, it looks like Friday could be our next chance for wet weather. That's when we could see the return of snow, which I know many of us are counting down for. We've had the cool temperatures, but not the precipitation to go along with it. So we'll keep a close eye on that. The best way to keep up is by downloading that First Alert weather app. I know. Jordan, are you excited for the snow? Are you waiting for it?
I'm ready for some sunshine. I know my husky at home is fired up for the snow to come back.
Yes.
So, yeah, she's super excited about that 11-degree day there. All right, Allison, thank you for that. TikTok could be unavailable for more than 170 million Americans as soon as tomorrow. That's because of Friday's unanimous Supreme Court decision upholding a potential ban on the popular social media app. The justices unanimously upheld the law, saying it did not violate First Amendment rights. A presidential executive order could delay the TikTok ban, the Biden administration saying it's up to the Trump administration to implement the law. On Friday, President-elect Trump says his decision on TikTok will be made in the not-too-distant future. Tomorrow, TikTok likely won't disappear from phones, but it's expected to disappear from the App Store, and updates will be unavailable. And those who opened the app this evening might have seen something like this, a notification alerting them to tomorrow's shutdown. Our producer Mary showed us this just before the newscast. Users can still access TikTok by dismissing this message this evening, but it's unclear what will happen to the TikTok app come tomorrow. The U.S. government has expanded testing of the nation's milk supply to better track the spread of bird flu. The Department of Agriculture says an additional 6 states have enrolled in the program. That brings the total to 36 states, including right here in Washington and then Idaho. The latest expansion testing will account for nearly 75% of the nation's milk production. The USDA testing has already detected bird flu in dairy herds in California and in Texas. 5 major financial institutions are providing mortgage relief to Californians who were affected by the wildfires over in Los Angeles. The lenders have agreed to a 90-day grace period for mortgage payments, and they won't report any missed payment to credit agencies. Homeowners are also being promised protection from new foreclosures and evictions for at least 60 days. Governor Newsom says this will allow residents to focus on their immediate needs rather than having to worry about paying their mortgage. The Zags just tipped off in their game against Santa Clara. Sydney Berger's coming back and will join us with the latest score updates from the kennel, plus some special celebrations that happened just before the game. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, we're more than just a car dealership. We're family. For the past 53 years, we've been proudly serving our community.
We offer the best vehicles with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
From coast to coast, we've got you covered.
Whether you're looking for an affordable used car, we're looking to upgrade to a new Honda. We're here to make the process simple and stress-free.
It's not just about selling cars.
We give back to local charities and support our community.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Beep, beep. At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
You even remember to water the house plants. I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Breaking dental implant news. Renew, a leader in anchored teeth, oh my gosh, is now your complete dental implant center, offering both permanent fixed and removable full arch smile solutions. Renew patients all over the country are excited to choose between 2 leading edge affordable dental implant options from a team they can trust. Both options are up to 60% less than other providers. Every second, someone else schedules an appointment at renewsmiles.com. 2025 is your year to get the dental implant smile of your dreams. Whether it's the Renew SureLock system offering permanent fixed teeth or Renew's SureSnap system with permanent removable teeth. Payments start as low as $126 a month. Call now to schedule your free consultation and take advantage of payments starting as low as $126 a month.
Call 208-487-5255 or visit renewsmiles.com.
Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
Washington State was feeling the pressure this week, coming off of 2 losses and a not-so-beautiful win against San Diego. Welcome into sports. I'm Sydney Berger. The Cougs had the chance to prove themselves back at home this afternoon, and I hate to call it a must-win, but a loss could make their tournament dreams stay dreams. All right, here we are. Early in the first half, the Cougs have the ball. Out to Dane Erikstrip, looks for an option, decides he's probably the best option. Got the look, buries the 3. Here we are, bounce pass underneath to Lawan Watts, gets the ball to Erikstrip again. Simple layup, great play. Cougs slightly behind the Pilots at this point. Calmise beyond the arc, leaves the 3-point look to drive inside. Behind the back move up and around, good for 2. Calmise again coming down here. He was the Cougs' leading scorer tonight, dropped another 23 points. Out to Watts, he comes inside, easy 2 points. Great game for the Cougs to bounce back. Here's a final look at that score from Pullman. Calmise has his 3rd game in a row with at least 20 points. Again, having 23 this afternoon. The Cougs are back on a 2-game win streak, and they play Santa Clara this Thursday in California. Speaking of Santa Clara, the Zags are back at home tonight, continuing on a stretch of pretty tough conference competition. They haven't lost a game in the kennel this season, trying to continue that streak, welcoming in the Broncos to town. They just tipped off a few minutes ago, but before that game, Domantas Sabonis in the building. His jersey retirement happened pre-game. He's currently on the Sacramento Kings, but he was the king at Gonzaga during his stint with the Zags from 2014 to 2016, joining some of the great Zag legends there in the rafters. We're looking at a first half score check. At last check, we have 24-21. The Zags lead by just a few points, but we're going to check back in later as well. The Zags' last game was that overtime thriller in Corvallis where they lost to the Beavers, an upset for Oregon State to pull off that epic ranked win. So, of course, students storming the court leads to the West Coast Conference to impose a fine on Oregon State. But a good story can come out of a $5,000 fine, I guess. Commissioner Stu Jackson says it's all going to be donated to the LA wildfire efforts. So what do? We thank the students, Jordan?
I think so, yeah. A little tip of the cap, right? Like, not too bad.
Pretty good.
Well, you know, in other sports NFL news, we were watching that divisional matchup, the Chiefs taking on the Texans. And, of course, is it fair to call him the new Tom Brady? Because he's been to 7 straight AFC championship games now. Patrick Mahomes moving on.
Can't get rid of him. You know, you would have thought that I think they had 23 days since their last game.
Yeah.
There was no rust.
And, yeah, no rust showed at all.
No rust. It was actually, though, low scoring in the beginning, 13-6, just that 1-score game heading into the second half. So we're starting off with Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud. Looking for the middle, that's Xavier Hutchinson to help with the completion, but former Coug Jaden Hicks was on the takedown and the tackle there. So it's cool to see him get his first win of his rookie season in the playoffs. Fourth quarter here, just outside the red zone. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes to his favorite target, that designed ball to Travis Kelce, and even more yards after the catch there. Chiefs again, Mahomes coming out of the pocket on his way down, gets the ball off to somehow a wide open Kelce. Reels it in for the touchdown. Kelce thrives in the playoffs because of his Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark in his suite. That was a new one today. They get to play the winner of the Bills-Ravens game that happens tomorrow. The Chiefs are the first team headed to the AFC Championship. We also have the Lions and the Commanders playing for the NFC right now. We have former Coug Frankie Louvu on the Commanders. I think we've got a Vandal on the Lions, Jordan.
Oh, you're certainly right about that. No, I mean, I know you're a big sports fan. I know you're really pulling for the Bills here. What do you think? What are your predictions here?
Do we have time for the Super Bowl predictions? Like, where are we going here?
We'll make time.
Bills, Lions, Super Bowl.
Bills, Lions. You're gonna get okay. You're gonna knock out Kansas City.
I'm doing it.
I would love to see it. All right, yeah, Bills Lions, I'll double down on that. That's great. Okay, Allison's coming back. One final look at weather.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mysticwa Casino Hotel in Chewelah.
Hi, I'm Ken, and I'm a lawyer.
I'm Donnie, and I'm not, but I am an advocate.
So am I.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
Seriously injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
That's us.
All of us.
Where can you kick off the new year with gig speed and big savings? Only with Xfinity. Get gig internet at home for $25 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile, which connects you to gig speed Wi-Fi on the road. Save more than $650 over AT&T and Verizon. Plus, hurry and get a free 5G phone. So save big and stay connected with gig speed internet and mobile. From home to hotspots, this new year, it's all about savings on gig speeds. Visit Xfinity.com/gig savings today.
A controversial campaign promise.
The Republican platform promises to launch the largest deportation operation in the history of our country.
But what could that mean for your wallet and the safety of the food you eat? 4 News Now is getting answers Wednesday at 6.
Celebrate the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. with style at incredible deals this holiday weekend at More Furniture. You'll find plush sofas and love seats, sectionals in every shape and size, and recliners in a wide variety of styles and colors, all at prices that won't break the bank. And for a limited time, you'll get interest-free financing until 2026. Pay absolutely no interest until 2026. Get free white glove delivery, and we'll pay your sales tax. Visit your local showroom this holiday weekend.
I'm not a Wendell.
I'm not a Wendell.
I am not a Wendell.
I am not a Wendell.
But we all represent the Wendell Way.
The Wendell Way is our commitment to take care of the person in front of us.
On the lot, on the phone, via text, doesn't matter.
If we take care of you today,
you and yours will be back tomorrow.
Like you have for over 80 years.
That is the Wendell Way.
We are Wendell. At the Y on North Division.
Drive for generations.
A controversial campaign promise.
The Republican platform promises to launch the largest deportation operation in the history of our country.
But what would it mean for you? 4 News Now is getting answers.
It will skyrocket. Prices be probably twice as much what it is now.
And that's not all Washington fruit growers are worried about.
You and I be eating stuff that's not very safe to eat.
What you need to know Wednesday at 6, only on 4 News Now.
Now, we all know we've had a pretty mild winter overall, but things are really starting to cool down over the next couple of days. 32 degrees is our high for tomorrow. We could see some sunshine in the afternoon, and then 11 degrees is what we're expecting overnight to start off Monday morning. So it's going to be a chilly one for anyone who's going to be out and about on MLK Day. And then we've got plenty of more temperatures in the teens over the next couple of days. So definitely it's in your best interest to bring out that parka, bring out all the winter accessories and keep them out for sure.
Bundle up, Allison. Some good advice. Grab the hand warmers, grab it all. That'll be good. Hey, we're going to check in. Do we have an update here?
We have an update on the Zags. They're leading 31-29 as of now, and Nolan Hickman's already got 8 points on the board for the Zags. So.
Another barn burner going on.
And he's having a good couple of games, so it's exciting to see him kind of get in the flow of things.
That is great to see. All right, hopefully they can pull it out at the kennel. All right, thanks for joining us here tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.